Amazingly, the following clip was only from 26 days ago. Like Scotia Place, the Flames have built themselves up out of a massive hole. We are now at ground level again. And don't look now, but the Flames are actually 1 point out of a playoff spot. Out of a playoff spot. Don't I just look so happy? Don't I just look so happy that my favorite hockey team had climbed their way from ignominy to being back in the race. Oh, that poor, sweet, naive boy from almost 4 weeks ago. If only he knew what was coming. I'm sorry, kid. I'm Jake. I can't skate. And this is a Flames hockey game day recap. Since that video, the Flames have now gone a miserable 3-7-2 because good guys lose 4-3 in overtime to the Anaheim Ducks. At least it was better than Friday? Seriously, the Flames have their starts down to an absolute science the last couple games. They stifled Anaheim at every turn in the first period yesterday. They absolutely hemmed them into their own zone. Ducks barely crossed the red line most of the first period. Dustin Wolf didn't have much to do at all. Maybe he needed a little more to do, but we'll get into that later. For the first period, Flames are pushing, banging away. Shots are 4 or 5-0, and Michael Backlund gets in front of the net. Jonathan Huberdeau jams away at it and puts it through Lucas Dostal. Flames are up 1-0. And shortly after that, we get a really cool moment as Hunter Brstevich gets it from Adam Klapka, throws it in front of the net trying to make a pass. It hits a duck in the leg, and Hunter Brstevich has his first career NHL goal. And Adam Klapka, big beast of a man that he is, picks Brew up and spins them around like they're in a rom-com. It's absolutely hilarious and beautiful. And the Flames are up 2-0. And that's how the first period ends. And then enter, of all people, Beckett Sennecke. Seriously, the line of Beckett Sennecke, Alex Killorn, and Michael Granlund absolutely wrecked the Flames' day last night. And it all starts early in the second. In what may have been the Ducks' actual first effective shift of the game, they start winning some battles. Granlund wins a couple in the corner, gets it in front to Alex Killorn. And instead of just dumping a backhand on that, Alex Killorn makes a beautiful blind backhand pass to Beckett Sennecke with a wide open net, and it's 2-1. But I'm not too worried because at this point, the shots in the game are 21-5. I should have been worried. Like a lot of goals do, the goal goes directly to the Ducks' legs, and they start getting some more pressure and winning some more battles. But the Flames, unlike on Friday, still managed to, for the moment, put up a decent effort and keep getting chances on Lucas Dostal. They were, for all intents and purposes, pretty good in the second period. Unfortunately, they can't put any more by Lucas Dostal, who was very good in this game, and it remains 2-1 as we tick past the midway point of the second. And then the Killorn, Granlund, and Sennecke line goes to work again. Unfortunately, a missed pass at the Anaheim line from Morgan Frost behind Matvei Gridin starts their transition. Alex Killorn gets it up to Mikael Granlund, and Mikael Granlund makes a wonderful play. He rushes into the flame zone, stops up, gets a beautiful pass across the entire zone to Beckett Sennecke for another wide open net. This is where I am so torn on this game, because even though I can't possibly blame Dustin Wolf for these goals, on both goals, Beckett Sennecke was left wide open with nobody around him and basically an empty net. At the same time, the shots when this goal goes in are a staggering 25-8 for the Flames. And despite having, I would argue, absolutely no chance on either goal, Dustin Wolf still has given up, at that point, 2 goals on 8 shots. You need a save, you need a save, you need a save, you need a save. The shots are 25-8. The defense has to be better, and there's no reason that game should be tied at 2. Lucas Dostal was the better goalie in this game, and it went a long way to giving the Anaheim Ducks 2 points. And it's after the second goal you see the real sag in the Flames play. Their shoulders slump, their feet stop moving. A third goal is actually scored, but it's called back. This could have gotten out of hand real fast on the Flames, because that second goal just killed them. You could see it. But after 2 periods, the game is tied at 2. And happily, the Flames get some of their energy back between periods. For the first several minutes of the third period, the Flames look like their first period selves and end up drawing a penalty. And Nazem Kadri, on the power play, gets it to Matvei Gridin, who makes an absolutely wonderful pass across the seam to Matt Coronado for another tap-in goal in this game. There was some wonderful passing in this game. And it's so great to see Matt Coronado getting back on the scoreboard. The power play is contributing. The Flames are back on the front foot. 3-2 up. And back in a dominant position territorially. And then, after what was honestly another great shift by the Flames, where they actually managed to make 2 separate offensive zone changes and get a whole bunch of chances on Lucas Dostal. They can't bury one. Cutter Goche makes a awesome pass up to Ryan Paling to spring a 2-on-1 with him and Chris Kreider. He gets a great pass over to Kreider, who buries it on Wolf. Wolf's gotta be frustrated. That's 3 goals on 15 shots. Yes, he's gotta be better, but I don't know how much you can actually ask of Wolfie when all 3 goals were tap-in goals on beautiful passing plays or odd man rushes. Like, I am so torn on this game. And it's tied up with under 7 minutes left. And then the last few minutes seem pretty even. Both teams get a few chances to win it in regulation and don't. And then Beckett Sennecke finishes off his wonderful night in overtime after the Flames come agonizingly close on a 2-on-1 in overtime. Jackson Lacombe breaks it out to Beckett Sennecke, who is free on a 2-on-1 the other way. He keeps and shoots and buries a top corner on Wolfie, and it's his first career NHL hat-trick, his 18th of the season, a night to remember for Beckett Sennecke, a night Wolfie wants to forget, but I'm not sure how much he can be blamed for. The Ducks are opportunistic, the Flames are honestly pretty good, but can't bury their chances or their opponent. And in a game where they outshoot the Anaheim Ducks 37-21, they lose 4-3 in overtime. And that's been the month of January for them. Whether they've been awful or great, the Flames are finding ways to lose. In their last 12 games, they went from a team that was playing 100 hockey to get up to 500 to a team that traded their best defenseman and looked like they're going to be a high lottery team again. When they were playing 700 hockey, I didn't expect them to continue that pace, but they went from 100 to 33. That is a crash back to Earth faster than the Artemis 2 capsule on re-entry we're going to see in a couple of weeks. It is astounding. The Flames are just finding ways to lose right now. A lot of games, it's been because they haven't been very good. This time, they were mostly very good, and every mistake they made was amplified. But honestly, at this point, with 30 games to go, it doesn't matter. If they wanted to turn things around, this is a game you gotta win. You were the better team, and you didn't. Do all the YouTube things. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, go Flames.